everybody, it's Anne from Anne's Stampin' Up. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Simcoe, Ontario, Canada. If you live in Canada, feel free to shop with me. If you don't have your own demonstrator, you can reach me at stampsandtea@gmail.com or stampsandtea.stampinup.net as my online store. So welcome everybody, it's the first video of 2022 and I'm very happy to be here. A couple of easy projects today, easels for calendars. This is one right here. It uses a dollar store calendar and just some nice DSP, and I've put a little paper clip on the top there, but I've tucked a sticky note, a sticky notepad inside, a post-it notepad inside. The other one I'm going to show you is basically the same idea, but it's a calendar I created myself. The beauty of that is you can print that in whatever color you want to print it in so that it can match your DSP or your cardstock. So I'm going to turn the camera down. What I used is, for this one here, I used the beautiful daffodil paper, which is a free paper from the Celebration catalogue for a purchase of $60. You make a purchase of $60 Canadian, you can get this as a free item. It's beautiful paper, there it is there, and Celebration starts on January the 4th and runs to February 28th. Yes, January 4th to February 28th. Another paper we have used is this one, and whoops, this is the Sunshine and Rainbows paper, again for a $60 purchase. You can select this as a free item. Stands up just the same. There you go, and it uses a dollar store calendar. Today we're going to make one calendar with the Sunshine and Rainbows paper. And the other paper we're going to use is from the Heart and Home Suite, the Blessings of Home stamp bundle, stamp set, and this beautiful DSP down here, this lovely DSP here. The calendars were purchased from the dollar store, as I say. This was one calendar that I bought, but when I got looking at it, it had 4 pages for every month of the year. So I took them apart, sorted them into years, 12 months, glued them at the top with white Tombow glue, and let them dry, and they are all stuck together now. So I got 4 calendars for $1.25 from Dollar Tree. The other calendar, as I say, I printed myself. I did this in Microsoft Word. This suite here is on page 59 in the new January to June mini catalogue. So let me just put this to one side. Give me some room. That we're going to do the calendar with the dollar store calendar first, and I'm going to use Whisper White, thick Whisper White for this. I have one piece that is 4 1/4 by 11 inches, and another piece that is, or should be, yes, a little wide, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm just going to trim that right now when I see that it's just a little too wide. 4 1/4. It's just a hair wide, but it'll throw my whole thing off if I don't trim it. 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I have a little piece here, a scrap that is 3 1/4 by 2 1/2, and I'm going to back the calendar onto that. Let me just look. Have I got the right piece there? This piece, 3 1/4 by 2 1/2, and that's to back the calendar on. And I've got this little piece here, which is a scrap to stamp a sentiment on if I wish. All right, so let me just pop those pieces to one side. I've got 2 pieces of DSP from the Sunshine and Rainbows set. They are both 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, beautiful papers on both sides. Honestly, they're just gorgeous. We are going to use the Misty Moonlight side. So first of all, we have this piece of white cardstock, which is 4 1/4 by 11, and it's scored at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. So let me just fold that over, and so this piece goes this way. And this is what I mean by it uses a standard card base. There's your standard card base, 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. Okay, which actually started off at 11 by 5, 11 by 4 1/4. So we're now we've folded this as a mountain fold. We're going to fold this as a mountain fold too. The piece for the, and this is going to hold this is going to be the easel, because what's going to happen is you're going to set your card like that. I know it's hard to see. Set your card up like that, and the other piece is going to go on the front like this to hold your DSP. So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to decide which piece of DSP is going on the front and which piece is going on the inside. I don't think it matters. There's my calendar. Where's my notepad? These little post-it pads, I picked up a selection in Staples. They're just some are post-it notes and some are, I think, Staples' own make. But these colours, they're just amazing. They go with this rainbow package so well. You know, you could pick any colour and you can find paper to match it. I'm going to use the orange one on this calendar today, only because the pink is such a different pink to the DSP. Now, I could get away with it, and I'm really struggling whether I want to use orange or pink. You know, I think I'm going to go with the pink. I'm going with the pink. Right. So, we'll just set that to one side. We're going to take the this little calendar. Now, this calendar is very thin paper, and this paper might just tear if I just use my my stamp and seal on it, because that's quite strong. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I've got the right piece of paper, cardstock here, that I'm going to back it on, and I'm going to put the adhesive on the cardstock instead. Okay, now I know I'll have to keep it sort of to the inside a little bit, because my calendar, it's got about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Get that peeled off my finger. The trick is to lie this down so that it is nicely lined up on the cardstock. As I say, about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. I could trim this down if I had to. There. So that's my calendar lined up. So this piece of DSP is going to go on the part that's going to stand up. Where's my silicone mat? Always seems to work better on the silicone mat. And again, about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. There. This is the inside of the card, and we're going to put the rainbow piece on the inside. Looking better now. Make sure I've got the rainbows going the right way up. There. So then what we need to do, we need to close the card, and just this piece, which would be, if the card was standing up like this would be the bottom section of the card, and we're going to put adhesive on here, and then we're going to mount this piece on here like this. So only on the bottom section of the card. I'm just going to swing this around. You'll notice I've got no splint on my finger today. It's not because it's all better, it's just because it was, honest to goodness, getting in my way. And I decided it was better off for now. So there's the basis of the calendar. We've got the front, we've got the inside. This piece will stand up like this. We're going to put the calendar on the top of here like this. And then the notepad will go in there and become the easel. I'm going to stamp a sentiment to go here on this part right here. And the sentiment I'm going to use is from the Inspired Thoughts stamp set. And it says, you make a difference every day. And then we'll punch that out and we'll put it on a little piece. We'll mount it on something. Okay. So now I'm just going to put some adhesive on here and put this at the top of my the front. Do I want it? Find where the top is. I'm just going to fold this over so I've got an idea of where I want to put my post-it pad. I'm thinking about there. Drop that down. We'll be able to stick the sentiment on there. I've got some Misty Moonlight ink here. Not sure how big I want it, so we'll just stamp it in the middle of that scrap of Whisper White cardstock. Put that over there. Close up the ink. Let's have a look. What do we got for a punch? There's a nice punch. We're just going to punch this out. Try and line it up nicely. And I'm just going to pop that up on a couple of dimensionals there, and that'll be the first one finished. So there is the first one. It will fold flat. It would go in an envelope, but it will, in a standard envelope, but it will take extra postage because of the thickness of the card itself. You know, you've got all this bulk in there. Okay, so there's one that we've just finished. The second one is basically the same, except that it uses the calendar I printed myself. Okay, well, you have your 4 1/4 by 11. It's going to be scored at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. You have a piece which is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. You got 2 pieces of DSP, and these are from the Blessings of Home Suite. And this is actually just the back of this paper. Okay, this is one piece of paper. What else do we have? We have a piece of cardstock to match, which is it's about 3 3/4 by 4 1/8. Then let's fold this over and let's get this all nicely burnished. Got some rough edges there that I don't like. And then we're going to fold this one to the inside as well. There, and again we have to decide which piece is going where. Now on this one I'm going to use the orange calendar because it looks nice, and it's a little brighter than the paper itself, but honestly not much. Okay, so that's going to be the part that goes to the inside. This piece here is going to go on the front with the calendar mounted on there. Now there really isn't enough room here to put a sentiment. Okay, if I was going to put a sentiment, no, I don't think I will. There just isn't room to put a sentiment. What I had planned to do is use this What a Beautiful Day stamp from the Blessings of Home suite, but mask it off so that you weren't seeing the For Love portion. You were just seeing What a Beautiful Day. We'll see if we can get that on. It will depend how we manage with this. Okay, so let me tape this. This is going to hold my calendar. So we got about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So then on the piece for the front of the card, we're going to put this DSP, which is, as I say, the reverse of the orange piece. I'll put my tape on my, got this right. Make sure that's going inside, this is going on the outside. Oops. Out of the way. There. Okay. There. Again, we're going to just put adhesive around the bottom section of this piece. Card, line this up at the bottom and the sides. Press that down. There. My calendar piece will go on here like this. Now, you might be tempted to put it right in the center, but you have to remember that you're going to lose a portion of the bottom with your notepad, so with your sticky pad, so I would still put this closer to the top. Okay, so this is going to go on the front and the sticky pad's going inside. There. This is going on the inside. There. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4. As always, feel free to copy and share these if you wish, but please give credit where you saw the design made. And if you're going to sell your products, please remember to use the angel stamp, which just says all the products used were Stampin' Up! Products. Thanks everybody, have a great year, and I will talk to you all next week. Thank you, bye.